Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to a Division 2 video. Today we're gonna touch on all the new details that we learned from the development stream about the new game mode Survivors for the Division 2. Yes, the development stream was mostly all about the Halloween event, but we also got a little extra information about the new game mode Survivors. So let's dive right in. They invited Magnus to the stream to talk about this new game mode, and he touched on a few things, but what he instantly said from the start is that it will be possible to play this new game mode solo and within teams, and it will be possible to play it on PVE and PvP. So we can play it separate. If you are looking out for this game mode to PvP, this is your official confirmation that yes, there will be PvP in the game mode. And for everyone that loves their PvE, don't worry, you don't have to fight other players. You can also only play it against the AI. And within the extra information for gameplay, they also talked about extending a hand to other players within the game whenever you play the PvE version of Survivors, as this will give you the opportunity to link up within the game mode and just join each other's group instead of you and the other player going their separate ways in their solo adventures. It still can be done that you can still finish everything solo, but if you meet another player and you want to group up, that will be possible in Survivors, as Magnus explained it, extending a hand to other players within the game mode. They also touched a little bit on the revamp of the map and where will Survivors take place. It will take place on the map of Washington, D.C. It seems like a huge part of Washington will just be completely revamped because, of course, of the snowstorms going around the world. This will then create different areas for us to explore, or the same area completely frozen over, giving us a completely different gameplay vibe and also giving us the opportunity to get to areas that we might not get within the normal game. And this, of course, opens up the opportunity for some new lore, for some new stories. And staying on the topic of revamp, the underground will get a revamp as well, as it will be extended so you can hide for the snowstorm if you can find a safe space above ground. So the underground will also be a hiding spot for you whenever a big snowstorm goes over the map. And that is one of the things that they talked about the weather portion, as the snowstorms will still be an central experience around this game mode. But that doesn't mean that the snowstorms are the only thing active within this game mode, as Magnus also talked about setting up a clear daytime with a risk of storm. So that will give a few changes to how you play the game, as the enemies have a higher chance of detecting you. And of course there will be some dynamic changes to the temperature, because it's a sunny sky, but 10 minutes later it could be a snowstorm. And then gameplay wise, we need to pay attention to the temperature as well, and a whole different bag of tactics needs to be opened. And then they talked about the ETF, and that future and or former ETF members would have a chance to test out this new game mode Survivors and give feedback to Magnus and the team. Magnus pointed out that it will still be a select group of members from the ETF to test it out, but that will be an opportunity for ETF members. Talking about the ETF, if you put your application in for the ETF, they're gonna send around emails this week and next week, so keep your eyes open. And then the last little bit of info is that in November, if you didn't get invited to the ETF, the next intel drop for survivors will be in November. And that's pretty much everything that they showed throughout the dev stream. I know it's not that much information, but it's already a lot more than I expected, and I think that the changes to the underground and the changes to the area within DC, that we can traverse other areas that we cannot reach in a normal map, is a freaking awesome thing. Not only snowstorms, but also clear sunny days. Great addition. I cannot wait to hear more about it, or hopefully get invited to the ETF and play it myself. But that is of course my opinion, and now I would love to hear yours. Hit me up down below. What do you think about the clear sunny days and the snowstorm combination? What do you think about the area of Washington? Would you have loved to see something different? Or are you excited to see the same map but with the different changes because that snowstorm destroyed the whole map? Let me know in the comments down below, but that's it for me today. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. Like the video if you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form. And of course, if you're new here and or you want to be updated by the Division 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. Pure Prime out!